I'm Rego, CEO of Isaksen Solar, and we specialize in building solar systems on new construction houses. We hate ugly solar. So in this video, we're going to break down all the things you need to do to make your solar system look as nice as possible. By far the biggest advantage you have when you're building a new house when it comes to the solar system is that you get to plan exactly how your roof is going to come out. So when you look at the system behind me here, you can see that the solar panels are almost the perfect size to match the roof. And this is on all mounting planes where the solar panels actually are. The solar panels are perfectly centered north to south and east to west. This gives it a nice aesthetic look. People can tell that it was planned. You can also see here that there's absolutely no piping outside. The system appears to be completely wireless. This is only possible when you plan everything ahead of time. The system literally appears that it's just magically powering the house. And then the last piece is, you notice that we went with the all black solar panels and we went with the black shingled roof. You don't need to do this. This little detail really makes those panels blend in. And then in my opinion, one of the biggest benefits is we work hand in hand with your general contractor, your HVAC company, and your plumber. So that way there are no pipes, vents, anything coming through the roof where the solar panels are. What this gets you is now your solar system isn't going to look like a jigsaw puzzle. It's going to be perfectly symmetrical, it's going to be a perfect rectangle, and people are going to be able to tell it was planned from day one. A couple pieces of equipment that every house is going to have to get is every house is going to have an electric meter, and every house is going to have a solar disconnect. It's required by code, it's non-negotiable. One of the nice things you can do when we plan ahead of time is we can get it put on a pedestal over here, which truly will make that system look seamless. You have to run these conduits ahead of time over to the house, and they actually go directly through the foundation, directly into the utility room, so it's almost as if they don't exist. Now, another benefit is these are held up by some very large screws. There's probably at least a dozen screws here. Now, instead of those screws penetrating into the thermal barrier of your house, it's just sitting on this pedestal, far away, where nobody can see. We know you have a lot of decisions when you're building a new house, but you can trust that if you work with us, we're going to plan all of these details directly with your general contractor and your electrical contractor. You can be as involved as you'd like to be, but no matter what, we're going to take care of this either way for you. Flipping around to the other side, what we have here, this is called a generator automatic transfer switch. However, this is very similar whether someone gets a generator or they get batteries. This device is not particularly good looking. You're going to want to hide this. So it's another benefit of getting a pedestal is you can hide this automatic transfer switch over here. If we would not have planned all this ahead of time, and let's just say this homeowner just called us as soon as the house was done and said, hey, I want to get solar, we would have had to dig a trench from his house, destroy all that beautiful landscaping, because this is where the solar is actually going to tie in. So you can see a little bit of planning ahead of time can save thousands of dollars. They went with a generator, and you can see that's on a concrete pad here, but this could just as easily have been some batteries. Obviously with the generator, it's very loud. There's code requirements how far it has to be from the house. Even if it would have been batteries, we could put batteries on this exact same concrete pedestal, keeping them away from the house, which not only keeps the house safe, but it also aesthetically is going to look a lot nicer, so that way you don't have to always look at it. If you have an area like this, you can just plant a couple of, let's just say, arborvitaes or greenery around it, and all this stuff can just disappear, and it's like it doesn't even exist. So we're here in the basement of the house now, and well, typically this is called the utility room. And what we're looking at here is this is all of the solar equipment that is required on your solar system. Now the thing is, if you don't plan this properly, everything that you see here is going to end up on the outside, on the siding of your house. With a little bit of planning, we can get everything here to be in your utility room, and we work hand in hand with the general contractor to make sure that there's dedicated space to fit all this equipment. This would be impossible to do without all of this conduit that you see here being pre-run up to the attic of the house. This conduit's pretty thick, and you need one of these to every single roof that's going to get solar panels. So there's a lot of planning, and it really can only be done before construction begins. So during the initial consultation with us, we're going to actually look at your roof, and we're going to be able to tell you what's the maximum amount of power you can make on the roof of your house. We're going to be able to give you a load calculation, so that way you can decide, do you want to have electric heat or do you want to have gas heat? Do you want to have electric hot water or do you want to have gas hot water? If you have enough roof space, it's very likely possible that you could build a fully net zero house. Or if you don't have enough roof space, we may recommend that you actually go with, all gas or oil appliances. We're gonna give you the information so that way you can make an educated decision about what's best for your house.